Alright, see you there, bud. Thanks for stopping by. You're like, what's going on? I've never raided successfully, but I think last time I raided, I figured out what I was doing wrong. I always expect it to take, like, the raider, so in this case you, directly to my channel. So every time I raided, I never went directly to the channels I raided, and I never knew if it worked or not. Then I show up a few minutes later and everyone else is like all done with the raid. Yeah, there was actually a Planet Chaos here before me. It's like an unused account, but because of that I had to put the art. So I'm just exploring, trying to figure out what I want my werewolf to look like, and trying to make it different than the saber-toothed tiger too. So he'll have a little bit more humanistic features, hopefully more creepy. I'm going to try to push and exaggerate a lot more. Kind of looking like a were donkey. Beware the were donkey. I'll be back. I gotta put my dogs down to sleep. They're getting restless. They know it's their bedtime. Be right back. Should have done this first. Oh well. Did I get raided while I wasn't here? That's pretty funny. I did get raided. Thank you, Kira Cub. I'm sorry to let everyone down. I was gone. I had to let the dogs out and it was taking a while. Let me see. Let me catch up on chat here. Da, da, da. Yeah. Steal the chair. Thanks. That'd be funny if the chair was gone when I got back. Yeah, I put a be right back. Not very visible. Okay, I'll make it bigger next time. Beetlejuice, thanks for the follow. It's a cool name. Meet Chaos, the guy who's away from his desk more than he's at it. Okay. Let's see. The art looks interesting. Yeah, it's going to be a werewolf eventually. It's a very in-your-face sketch this time around. Belongs on a beer can. That would be cool. That would be cool. Wow, you guys wrote a lot. There's a lot for me to catch up on. Hold on. I was gone a long time, wasn't I? That chair can draw. That's pretty funny. Yeah, let's see. Brogan X Thought, thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard, everyone. I'm almost there, almost to the end. Oh, you knew it. You knew, yeah. Okay, you knew I'd have fun catching up on the chat. All right. There, I got to the end. Okay, I got to the end. So thank you, everyone. Sorry I wasn't there, but here I am. My pugs were getting restless, so I had to take them outside. And it's raining, so they were taking forever to go to the bathroom. Wait, there's more messages. I didn't get to the end, did I? Yeah, okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you guys are here. I appreciate Kira sending you my way, really. How'd your stream go, Kira? I've been following your Instagrams, but I haven't had a chance to get to your stream. You know, I'm sure the chair would have had more followers than me. It'd be like the mysterious chair. How does he do it? How does the chair possibly do it? Working on a story. Oh, very cool. It didn't get any follows, but the chair got a raid. The chair got more raid than I did. That's all right. Me and the chair, we have a friendly competition on who can get the most followers. So what's the story you're talking about? Sir Charrington? I like it. What's the story you were working on? So I'm at a very, very rough stage because I'm just making it up as I go. But obviously, you know, working on the face, working on the hands. The old copy pasta. Just starting to the initial pages, okay. Something you've been writing for a long time, involving fantasy, monsters, magic. Oh, that's cool. Horror, D&D. So this is what you're going to be doing on your stream for a while. I'll definitely have to follow you then. Well, I'm following you, but I'll definitely have to find some time to get on your stream because that all sounds really fun. So is everyone here fantasy genre fans or horror fans, D&D fans? Sir Barrington, I am afraid I do not. Whenever you can, sure. Understood. Sir Barrington. Now, is that a book? I'm writing it down. I will look it up. With a high enough bluff to pretend to speak common. Wow. Yeah, you can post links, no problem. Wow, okay. Yeah, that sounds interesting. You ever draw a finger and you like where it's going, but then you realize you're missing a knuckle, which makes it all wrong? Cute. I'll read the rest. I don't know how many posts are there, but that's funny. Oh. I guess that was it. Just a little snippet, huh? Cool, cool. Foreshortening. Yeah, I was going to try to do foreshortening, but I'm not there yet. I'll play around with it till I get it. Yeah, it could be this way, right? Sometimes I wonder if anyone would notice. I guess it depends on how well I can draw the other fingers, if someone would notice or not. But it's a nice creepy looking finger. So we'll see what happens. See if I can fake it. But only you guys know that I'm faking it. Sometimes it's okay to fake it. Yep. Fake it till you make it. There you go. Yeah, but don't werewolves sort of have long, lanky fingers? I bet I could figure out some foreshortening in there somehow. I know a lot of artists, comic book artists, they'll even, on a lot of their poses, they rarely even draw this last knuckle tip. So they'll really only draw the main knuckle in the middle, and this last bit will be kind of straight. So it looks like the fingers only has 2 segments. And it always looks really cool. They can get away with it. So I could say that's what's going on here. Yeah, I may have to go to squares. One has all of them showing, the other doesn't. Yep. Yeah, so I think it's just a choice. I probably can get away with moving this knuckle a little bit here and put the last one there. That's probably my salvation right there. So he won't have long, lanky fingers. He'll have stubby ones. But it'll probably work. Rate your ghoul. Well, I love that ghoul. It does for most of the fingers, but the frontmost one is barely noticeable, which is fun because that second hand was literally me looking at a reference. So I think that's going to make it work out okay. Just move the knuckles. I agree with a monster hand and get away with a lumpy hand, right? Maybe. Maybe. Gonna try. Don't tell anyone, guys. It'll be our secret. Those are cool emotes. Very cool. Like that finger is just a hot mess, but we'll get it. This is what's supposed to happen at this stage. Not very dynamic though. Honestly, I'll probably redraw the fingers. This should be up, this one should be toward. "2019 is okay so far. I spent the last few days building an arbor for my stepdaughter because she's thinking of trying to rent it out to folks for wedding pictures and stuff like that. But it's done, so that's why I'm back. He's got a broken hand. Well, I will probably come back to that hand. Let's try something else. How is 2019 going for you guys? "3 a.m. dozing off. Can't complain, no one will listen at Edgy. It's alright. Wow, everyone got a new tablet. You're the third person in a couple days that I've heard about someone getting a new tablet. I'm feeling left out now. I should get a tablet. Yeah, neither's mine. I'm using a Intuos 3 because the damn thing won't break. It's lasting forever. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how old this Intuos 3 is, but it's damn old. The tablet itself I'm perfectly fine with. I think I would like a pen with more pressure sensitivity though. This one's kind of loosey-goosey, so it's not very exact. I know, right? I could kill it. I should make an announcement, right? Schedule it. Watch a man kill his tablet. Who knows? Maybe it'll go viral. Dun dun. Or not. Scraggly teeth. Right on. All right, Kier Cub. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate the raid. Get some sleep, and I'll see you next time. Like I said, I'll try to make your streams. Because I want to watch you draw your story. Welcome back. Kira had to take off. Actually noon. you at? What part of the world are you from? Oh, welcome. Welcome, comrade. Are you, what would you be, East Coast or Central Russia? Western Russia? St. Petersburg. Hey, I know that city at least. Okay. My wife, who was born in Kazakhstan, loves St. Petersburg. She's been there a few times. She always speaks highly of it. Somewhere in there is a werewolf. Wow, no kidding? Let's see. So she was... So Almaty is southeast, right? Kazakhstan? Or is it Astana? Astana's the capital, I think, right? So if Almaty is the old capital in the southeast, that's where she was born. That's a Russian spaceport city. Is it the Russian spaceport city, or are there more than one? I know they launch all their Russian, or all the missiles from Kazakhstan. Not missiles, rockets. Gotcha. Okay. Well, that's cool. So that's like the busiest spaceport in the world. You must see a whole bunch of launches. Do you work on the base, or you just work in the area? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, duh. You said you live in St. Petersburg. Okay. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. So your English is very good. You understand me no problem, and your typing is like perfect. So you must really know English. Well, you must be a good self-teacher then, because no spelling errors, good sentence structure. I would never know without you telling me. Eastern European one. I always wondered if I learned Russian enough. Like, can you tell when someone is speaking Russian with an American accent? Do Americans have like stereotypical things they say a certain way that you're like, oh man, that's an American speaking Russian? Yeah, no kidding. My wife, once in a while she tries to teach me some words and stuff, and And we have a good laugh because my mouth just can't make those sounds. There's some very challenging sounds in Russian, that's for sure. She's good on English too. That was her major, her main study was English language. All right, VF. Thank you for that raid earlier, and thank you for hanging out. And I'll catch you tomorrow night, probably, right? Yeah. My wife is I always tell her she knows Russian language twice because she can speak it. She can, well, maybe 3 times. She can speak it, she can type it, but then she can also type phonetic English, phonetic Russian on the keyboard. So she's typing up the sounds, but it's not the real Russian words. Her and her daughter type that way. So she's a pretty smart woman. Yeah, it's more like that. Exactly. But every time I want to make her laugh, all I have to do is try to pronounce some words. She always gets a kick out of it. So do I. It's funny. Yeah, I haven't been on Twitch all that long, but it's I'm happy to be here because there are some good artists online. People I would have never met before. It's fun to have friends that you would have never met otherwise. Do you stream too? Are you an artist, or are you doing gaming stuff? Stream games. Yep, that's cool. What's your game of choice? Oh, MTG, Magic the Gathering. Okay. Test Legends. Elder Scrolls Universe. Oh, that's cool. Sounds cool. And would you normally stream like now, same time as now? Yeah, I screwed up my sleep schedule decades ago. I keep trying to start like 8 p.m. my time, but I'm almost never on until midnight. But for me, it's kind of like things don't quiet down until midnight, so it's actually a pretty good time for me to get online. But it does make the rest of life challenging. What brand of tablet did you buy? I was shopping around for them, I think before Christmas, and I think there's a Russian brand that's, you know, getting some pretty good reputation. So did you buy Russian, or did you go Wacom, or different Korean tablet, or what? So Intuos Pro, or I don't even know what models they've got now. What model did you get? Just called one. I'll have to look that up. Any budget tablet nowadays is going to be better than my Intuos 3. So the pen pressure sensitivity, I think, is double what mine has. I think. The resolution might be the same as an Intuos 3. Seems pretty close to an Intuos, to be honest. Intuos 3, that is. Yeah. So that's a cool tablet. Cool tablet. How much is that one? Let me see what they're selling that for. Huh. One by Wacom. Made by Taobao.com. It's weird. It sent me to an Asian site. Shop now. Anyway, when I get more time, I'll take a look at that. Yeah, I mean, if that thing is like my Intuos 3, it's gonna be great. You're gonna love it. There's nothing not to like about it. Designed for the holiday merch. So holiday merchandise, I assume, right? What were you making? Don't really celebrate Christmas in Russia. Celebrate New Year's instead. Yep, I do know that. And we don't have a Santa Claus. We have Grandfather Frost. And Grandfather Frost is deeply rooted in Slavic paganism. So basically I'm drawing an old pagan version of Grandfather Frost. Wow, that sounds interesting. Is that anything that you would post? You could post in Discord. Oh, very cool. I like those eyebrows. So cool nose structure. I like the teeth. I like I like drawing teeth. If you're on my, you weren't here, but last night we were talking about how drawing teeth is so fun. It's cool, man. So I look forward to seeing that as you do more. old and unforgiving avatar of winter back in the pagan days. Deity of frost, starvation, and death. Oh, I didn't know that about him. People would make sacrifices to him, killing animals and even men in some regions. To please him, they would hang the guts of the dead on the fir trees. Wow. That's where the tradition of hanging tinsel on the holiday tree is coming from? Oof, I did not know that. Yeah, that's pretty morbid, isn't it? So yeah, not the most civilized times. Yeah, I think the world was crazy back then. Even crazier than it is now, maybe? I don't know. Well, we don't kill people for deities that we know about, but there's always someone in the world who's probably doing something. Yeah, I'm not a history buff at all, but every time I learn more about history of man, I'm shocked on how brutal forever. We've always been brutal and unkind, and it's kind of embarrassing. It's amazing we've all survived this long. I hear ya. Do a lot of Russians still dislike Americans? Are we still the bad guys? Hey, Bodie. I was wondering if you were ever going to come visit again. You've been busy, huh? Away in Helsinki, that's cool. Yeah, I don't know. Notifications, is that something you set up on your end or on my end? Probably your end. That would make sense, right? Yeah, I'm not surprised that the Russians are, especially the older ones, still hold a grudge. I mean, in America, you know, you guys were the bad guys. I have the theory. Oh yeah, just checking live notifications was off. Haha! I should see you come online now. Okay, there you go. So I have this theory that Russia and America are actually in cahoots, that they're working together to always be portrayed as against each other, you know, because if you've got two countries that, you know, someone is the bad guy, then you get all the spending you want for your military and for science and space and all that kind of stuff. But if you don't have any bad guys, then you don't get as much money for stuff like that. So I have to wonder if Russia and America sort of kind of like playing off each other like that on purpose. Maybe. Now, Finland was invaded by Russia in World War One. I think Finland fought them off though, right? I think I'd be nervous if I was closer to Russia, to be honest. Yeah, their big winter war. Oh, just before World War II? Okay. I think that's all I'm going to draw for tonight. But I'll stick around. I'm not in a hurry to go just yet. But that hand needs major work. Finland was under control of Russia for a while and then got ganked by Sweden. Yeah. Catastic, hello! Yeah, hands suck. I was relatively happy enough with this one finger, but this other one, no way. In fact, it goes bye-bye because there's no way I'm going to leave that one there. So yeah, I'll probably do some warm-up sketches before I tackle the hand again. I want something like rah. No, that's okay, Kat. I'm actually going to be heading off pretty soon anyway, so. Glad you popped in. Right on. Yeah, this is my werewolf. I wanted something more in your face this time. But he's really in your face. So I actually had planned on being able to see more of his body, like we were looking down at him, but it's okay. I'll put as much detail in his face as I can, try to make it interesting. And then when the hand is done, it'll be something. So it's cool. I like it. Yeah, Beetle, I say this almost every night, so you'll probably get tired of me saying it, but the fun thing about art, and we all know this as artists, is that when you start off with something, it's really rough, and maybe you're like me, you're like, man, how am I going to make this look any good? But you just keep plugging away, and it starts building up, starts looking pretty decent. This was my gesture drawing, folks. This is what I started with. So, started off with a super rough gesture. That's rough even for me. So a lot of blue line buildup this time. So yeah, that's where I'm going to leave it for tonight. You know, that's what I want. I want it to get good enough that, you know, it might be something you would consider seeing on Magic the Gathering. I'm a long ways away from that, but I would like to get that good. Heck yeah. How beefy it looks. Yeah, I wanted to put a lot more detail in this one, a lot more line work. So it'll be heavily inked this time. Probably one of my heaviest inked illustrations yet. Because I've realized that I've been getting... Well, each of my stages have not been as good as they could be, because I know that I can always get to the color stage and kind of make up for it. So even though this is looking pretty good as a blue line, I'm still going to do a pencil layer tomorrow after I get the hand done, so that I practice pencils more. And then I'm going to do a lot of inking and then the drawing, the typical process that I do. So these things take me like 4 times longer than they should, but that's because I do all the steps. But I don't know if I can get an interesting hand. It may turn out okay. So I did last night's project or the night before. I think it was the night before. I finished off Saber-Tooth Tiger, but you guys have probably seen this on Instagram. Beetlejuice. By the way, if you follow Instagram, you'll see all my pictures. I post there more than anywhere else. Oh, you've seen the Lich? So this was the Saber-Tooth Tiger. I did a Lich, yeah. A couple months ago. Oh man, sorry. I had a lot of fun with him. You know, this Lich was the first drawing that I was like truly happy with when I was done. So I felt like, for me, I had raised another step, raised the bar a little bit. I was pretty happy with this one. I always like showing what I started with. Dun, dun, dun. Well, there's the inks. Right there. That was my gesture drawing for the Lich. I was super happy with this one. Turned out really good. So I think that's the reason why I like the Lich, because I started off with a really, to me, interesting gesture drawing. Then was thinking about what to do. I needed a couple tries before I got something that I liked. Then I was pretty happy with the pencils. I ink borders, which is going to be my, later on it's my selections. Put in more inks, forms, flat colors, a background, more shadows, key light, but it's actually this one. That might be it. So And then saber-toothed tiger. I don't know, maybe it's because it's fresh in my mind, but I really like this saber-toothed tiger. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that guy. So this will be my third critter in a row with this werewolf. So cool. It's actually something, there's pros and cons with it. It's a very technical style of drawing, but it's kind of worked out for me because I get to focus just on the one layer. And it's not as organic as painting where you kind of have all of these layers in your head and you're putting them all down at the same time. So for me, it kind of lets me focus, you know, when I need to focus only on the inks, I focus only on the inks. And then when I focus only on the colors, I focus only on the colors. And so it kind of breaks it down into smaller pieces for me so that I don't feel overwhelmed on everything that I have to do for the illustration. And then by the time I put everything together, you know, it makes the illustration look a lot more complex. So yeah, that's my style. That's my technique. That's not my style. I'm kind of thinking if it's a way, like I'm never going to be an art teacher, but I'm wondering if it would be a way for people to learn by breaking it down like that. Hey, thanks for the follow on Instagram. So I just wonder. I wonder if it's worth it to put it down on paper and actually do some courses. Maybe people would like it or not. Now, you still got to know how to draw like anatomy and stuff, but when it comes to composing a digital painting, it actually might be a way to start learning quicker. You've learned a lot from watching other people? Yeah, I've learned a ton by watching other people. Absolutely. Oh man. So I was working on my list today of Patreon levels. So I'm going to start working on my Patreon channel this week and launch it next week. Yeah, inspiration and techniques. Heck yeah. Like I like the way Eric Canetti, now he's not streaming now, something's going on, I think he's busy with a job or something, but he was streaming on Twitch a lot. And from what I've seen, he'll do a lot of Copic markers. And he actually, I don't know if he does pencil, he might do a little bit of pencil, but he'll do the Copic markers first, and then he inks on top of his Copic markers, which to me is like so backwards. I would have to ink first and then put markers on, but he does markers first, then inks. And he's awesome, so his stuff always looks great. But completely different technique. So he sort of paints with his markers. I think the better you get the more you can paint. And this is probably why I do my method, because I'm not strong yet on painting. But someday. That would be a nice way to work, technically. Doing the markers first, then ink on top. Yeah, it works for him. Yeah, yep. Maybe that's why he does it too. I'll show you this guy in the background. Desktop. Oh, that's not gonna work, this guy. So, this beholder here, I would love to be able to paint like this. Or I would love if my technique somehow got me to this end result. That'd be fantastic. I would feel really cool if I could do this kind of art. Avoiding being, but yeah, my coloring is so very informed by my lines. Are you, hey Bodhi, are you doing digital or you do traditional? Or both? Mostly digital. Look at Tavastri lurking. Tavastri is my #1 lurker. Virgo Pros. That's someone new. Cat's still lurking. And there's all the bots. Hey Tamashi. I know it's rude to call you out, but I just thought it was funny that I just looked at the list and saw you there. Although I don't think it's rude to call you out. Say hi. No way. Well, thanks for that, Bodhi. That feels random. But thanks for the sub. You know, Bodhi, you now get to contribute. So if you want to, you just wanted to use the emote. All right, good job. So Bodhi, you can actually pick a monster, and I'll put it in the queue. And I think the sub puts you at the highest level, so your monster would go next. So down below, I've got that link. Oh wait, I think I have the command. I think I actually did this. Monster queue. Let's see if this works. Did it work? Dang it. Come on. Yeah, so if you go to that link, you can pick the next monster. So what do you want me to draw? Well, thank you very much for the sub. I do appreciate that. I'm on my way to actually getting a payout from Twitch someday. I think that'll put me at $15, $18. So it's still going to be a while. Might be more like 20. 2, 4, 6, 12. So. Yeah, it's a long list. So Dungeons and Dragons, they have this open game content. So it's OGL content where folks can use the Dungeons and Dragons information, and they can create products that can be used with Dungeons and Dragons as long as they follow some rules. And so all of those monsters are approved monsters for the open game stuff. So my end result is all these D&D monsters that I'm doing, I'm going to create card sets. So there's going to be art prints just for the fun of it, and then trading card sets that eventually I'll put out. A giant seahorse, like from Ultima. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've seen Ultima, but you know, a giant seahorse would be a giant seahorse. That'd be kind of cool. A violet fungus. All right. That'll be interesting. I have no clue where I'm going to go with that one, but that sounds good. So, violet fungus. That'll be the next one. Cool. So a fun guy for the fun guy. I can do that. So you know about D&D but never played it? You know, I played it in high school, hundreds and hundreds of hours. And then I've played it on Dungeons and Dragons Online for hundreds of hours, or maybe dozens of hours. And but it sure seems to have a resurgence right now. So I don't know if it's because of the 5e content or they're just marketing it a lot more, but it seems like it's everywhere. Ooh. So this violent fungi, he could be a lot of fun. Okay. That'll be cool. Here's some other folks' art of the violet fungi. Or the violet fungus. So yeah, I'll read up on the character and see what it's about. But yeah, that'll be a good one. Yeah, I was the dungeon master for my friends' campaigns for exactly the same reason. I mean, writing stories every week and then playing the games, it's just a blast. Yeah, Bodhi, it is overwhelming, so you just kind of like start slow and start building up. But it takes a lot of time to actually know the stuff. So nowadays, if I were to play nowadays, I would just want to find a good dungeon master and knows his stuff, and you know, someone who can keep things logical. Because I'm pretty much, I like to follow the rules because I feel like the rules are there for a reason, and I know that especially in 5e, they're like, the rules are a guide and every dungeon master can do whatever they want. But I kind of like, you know, I'm a rules person. I think it can certainly be just as fun if you just follow the rules, because they're usually play tested to the nth degree and balanced out and stuff. So there's Bodie, you know this, right? Because I think you're in Connor's stream a lot. So Connor Hughes, McComaker, Bearded Jalapeno, and I are going to be playing a campaign. And I think the Dungeon Master's name is Arthur. He's AP something. Yeah, I'm looking up his name. So his moniker is AP Gaming Real. So he's going to be our Dungeon Master on the 22nd of January. So in a couple weeks, we're going to be playing online, and I'm going to be streaming it from the player's point of view. He's going to be streaming it from the Game Master's point of view. And while we're playing, one of the artists will be drawing. So it's going to be an art stream and a game stream all combined into one. So it should be pretty interesting. Yeah, so the 22nd, it's going to be a daytime stream. So I think it starts at 5 o'clock my time, 5 to 8. So I think we're set for 3 hours. We did a test stream, and I streamed it, but I didn't get my sound right. So I'll have to make sure I get the sound right next time. But it was pretty funny. The McComaker, he was hilarious. He was role-playing it, and he plays a bard, and he just did a really good job. So it just made it more fun for everyone, too. This is my character, by the way. This is the one I'm going to be playing. A deep gnome, rogue, arcane trickster. So he's going to be a tricky rogue with some enchantment and illusion type spells. My time zone, I'm California. So Pacific Standard Time. Yeah, I should start making announcements and letting people know it's going to happen. McComaker drew for our test stream. I'm not sure if he's going to draw again or if I think Bearded Jalapeno said Mech Banana is raiding me. Yeah, see, so I guess I'm going to be up for a while longer. Hello, Mech Banana. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my stream. Egg Sandwich, hello, how are you doing? Look at all those bananas. There they are. Now everyone popped in. So I just happen to be showing a character that I'm going to be playing in Dungeons and Dragons later this month, and we're going to stream that game. So it's going to be an art stream / game stream. So Mech Banana, how was your stream? Egg Sandwich, thank you for that follow. Welcome aboard. I'm pretty excited. I've gotten a lot of followers this week. So tonight, my channel says saber-toothed tiger, I just realized, but I'm actually been drawing this werewolf character. And the hand I'm going to be redrawing. But that's what I got so far. Na Avi, I recognize you. Haven't seen you in a while though. Did some gestures? Yeah. Gesture drawing is a lot of fun. I was super rough on this guy. I don't even know if I'd call it gesture drawing. But I got to that point right there, and I'm like, yeah, I'll start blocking in with some blue lines. So this is rough even for me. I usually start loose. So I've been doing a lot of building, a lot of build up. So I was actually kind of done drawing, but with everyone here, I mean, if you're interested, I can pop up some past drawings if you guys want to see what I was doing the last couple weeks. Or if there's any questions or anything at all. I do draw, you know, Dungeons and Dragon monsters more than anything else. Once in a while I'll draw a game boss. Yeah, sorry about that, Navi. I know it's I've been inconsistent with my times, but a lot of it's pretty much midnight to 2. So I am online a lot about this time. But yeah, I'm trying to I'm always trying to do it earlier. Yeah, let me open up some then. I'm gonna go through these pretty quick. So we got a beholder. Deep gnome, we saw a dryad next. All right, Beetlejuice, thanks for hanging out and chatting with me. And yeah, hope you get your rest. And I'll be back tomorrow night. And I'll see you next time. So there's a dryad. I don't like how this blocks the window every time. I did Emotep. I did a lich. I post everything on Instagram too, so if you guys are interested, follow Instagram. That's the best way to see the old stuff. I did what's called a roving mauler. It's a strange creature. Woe to which one? So, Saber-Tooth Tiger, I finished earlier this week. Almost done. I got a couple fan art ones I want to show too. I did my version of Hellboy. This is Malthael from, which one is he from? Diablo 3. And one more. Hellboy! Everyone draws Hellboy, so I woke up one day and I'm like, I gotta draw Hellboy. So there's the Nameless King in the land of smoke and shadow. Close them slowly. I like the Hellboy face. I was very happy drawing his face. Yeah, Nameless King from Dark Souls. Did I say Dark Souls? So, this is what I do. If this is the type of stuff you guys like to watch, then I would appreciate some follows. And look forward to meeting everyone. So from this blue line mess, I'll get to a drawing that feels like the other ones. Thank you very much. I appreciate the kind words. So every drawing I try to raise the bar. So this particular drawing, I'm going to be doing a lot more inking than past drawings, because I really want it to be strong as an inked image and not rely on the color, but we'll see how it goes. Thank you, thank you. So I just followed you, Mech Banana. I will check out your streams when I get a chance and see what you're up to. Thanks. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the tour of the past stuff. I never can decide. I mean, I could show the stuff all day, so I just enjoy showing it too. But sometimes I wonder, you know, if it's like seeing someone's photo album. It's not really that exciting to other people. But then I figure, you know what? We're all here to see art. So Bodhi subscribed just tonight so that he could use that that emote. So my little one-eyed, or technically two-eyed beholder emote. You know, I gotta say, I like that emote. It's pretty cute. How is mine so high quality? What, the emote? I like egg sandwich. I like it. That's clever. Putting two emotes together to make a bigger picture. That's a cool idea. Well, there's some fungus. No wonder you want fungi. To answer your question, I don't know that mine's high quality, but I just tried to, you know, utilize my space as best I could. I did draw it in Illustrator first and then save it out to the sizes that I needed, so maybe that's why. But I also kept it simple. I mean, I did have something that was a little bit more illustrative and it wasn't portraying very well, so I simplified until I got something that was working out pretty good. Look at that kick-ass badge you've got, Bodhi. Can you tell it's a D&D dice? Maybe. Wow, egg sandwich. Those are huge. And they don't like over soften because you reduce them so much from 2000 pixels down to whatever 32 that we need them to be. You should do like prints of your emotes then. Oh, that'd be awesome, Navi. I would love to do a commission for you. Yeah, that commission I was doing Giuseppe. Yeah, so that's the one. Yeah, there's a link down below that it takes you to the commissions page, and the whole price list is there. So feel free to take a look. But yeah, this chap plays D&D a lot and had this character that he wanted me to draw up. And he had a drawing of this character done before, a little bit lower resolution. So we did something a lot more detailed for him. Yeah, no worries. Okay. Yeah, any old time. I'm not going anywhere. Oh, I can pog. What does that mean? You mentioned that before, and I actually just skipped it. But what does that mean? I can pog. Thanks, McBanana. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, there's a lot of options. It can be a little overwhelming, so if you've got any questions, just pop them in. Oh, I can pog. Okay. Okay. Oh, I can pog. So yeah, that would make sense because he was on his phone, or is on his phone. He, she. Nah, V was. Hmm. Yeah, if anything. Oh, so what's my story in this guy? I don't know yet. I was going to do a story for uh, the saber-toothed tiger, and the only thing that came to mind was what I wrote was something to the effect of that moment when you realized your pit trap didn't catch dinner or something like that, you know. So I know I didn't come up with anything very creative, so I'll have to practice. I'll have to practice. Not like the master narrative over there. They've been really good. I liked your stories. I think that hand has some potential. Maybe. Yeah, physical artwork is, I would use all traditional materials. So it would be drawn on bristle board, probably colored with Copic markers, maybe with colored pencils, but like 80% chance it'd be Copic markers, India ink, or an ink pen. So yeah, non-digital. Physical means non-digital. Good old-fashioned way. Hey, it's Mighty Asylum. How you doing? Had your long-awaited surgery yesterday. Well, I'm doing fine, but how's your recovery going along from your surgery, man? Oh yeah. Anytime I have anything, whether it's outpatient or minor surgeries or whatever, I plan on sleeping for the first week because I really think you'll heal a lot faster the more sleep you get. It's getting cold. Yeah, I hope you have a speedy recovery. They really are. I just lost chat. So if you guys said anything just in this past 2 seconds, I just missed it. But I'm back. What brings me to drawing D&D? I was thinking of coming on Twitch and drawing a comic book story because I have a story written of some characters that I want to do on this planet and do some world building and all that kind of stuff. Except I kind of feel like that's a lot to start off. out of nowhere from scratch and stuff. And so I was doodling on Twitch for a while, wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do. And then I remembered, you know what, I love fantasy. I love D&D. I actually saw that, you know, some people were streaming D&D and stuff. And I'm like, you know, why don't I try to draw D&D characters? And then I got the idea, well, I'll use the open game license stuff and do my own D&D cards, you know, trading cards that can be used with anyone's games. Really, they could use them as a deck of monsters and stuff. So that's how I got to be doing the Dungeons and Dragons stuff. That hand. It's kind of funky, but that's all right. Oh, my Instagram's getting a lot of hits. Is that you guys? What do you guys think? Think I should add another hand or leave it alone so that I could have more detail of the face? I don't know if two hands like this is good, but just a thought. Yeah, I think I'll sleep on it and come back tomorrow and do some tweaking, because I can see that, you know, from here to here is way too short. This space should be longer. Okay, I unfortunately have to call it a night. So, sorry I can't stick longer, but 3 a.m. for me now. And I got plenty of work to do in the morning. Do you guys have any recommendations on who we should raid? Janet's Fit is still on. Jesus Christ, she never sleeps. But yeah, we can raid her. Egg Sandwich, thank you for coming along on the raid, and thanks for keeping me company and watching me draw. I hope I see you again. I think you followed me, right? So I appreciate the follow. I should actually check that, right? Recent events. You sure did follow. Thank you very much. McBanana followed. Broken X Thought followed. Beetlejuice. Thank you, everyone. All right, we'll raid Janet's Fit. So I'll catch everyone tomorrow night, hopefully. Have a great night or a great day, guys. Now, if I remember correctly, I go raid space. Jen is fit. I can't believe she's still up. Okay, let's see if this works. It's working. Bye-bye.